He always talk.
Shady.
What? Oh, it's my go?
You got an issue with Doc Rivers calling out the professionalism?
All he do is make excuses up for what he don't do. I don't ever say it's his fault. It's always everyone else's fault. Let's look at his track record, right? So he gets a championship with Boston, right? We all love him for that. But even with them dudes, you ain't won one championship. Them dudes is great.
Great.
What a great team you had. All he does is get great teams. Let's think about it. So Boston, you only won one championship with them. Then you go to the Clippers. I mean, God. All talent. They don't win nothing.
Nothing.
Then you go to my Sixers, though, right? This is when James Harden was kind of still playing good and all that. And then you had Embiid, the MVP. What do y'all do? Lose. Then you come to a winning franchise like the Bucks. Before he left or before he got the job, what were they like?
Number 1 seed, I think.
Yeah, they were the number 1 seed. They were 30 and 13.
30 and 13. Now already 15 and
15 and 14,
So
bro.
it's like all he do is lose and then make excuses. I made some notes. We make notes too.
Yes, we did.
The notes that we found and came up with is that all you do is go to great teams with great talent and lose, and then you make excuses. I'm tired of him. I'm tired of him, man, because that's all he do, boy. And I talked to a lot of his players, and the only thing they say good about him is he understands the players. That lets me know, okay, he lets you do what you want. That's what that means. Time for him to go, man.
Joy Taylor.
It's very weird. There are certain things that coaches call out, like publicly call their teams out for that I don't really love it, but it makes sense, like effort. Okay, we can all see watching the game. Y'all not rebounding. Y'all not hustling after loose balls. Y'all missing free throws. You missing easy shots. Like, you know what I mean? You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're not playing fundamental basketball. Okay, you could call a team out for that because we as fans, we as media can see that. We don't know what they acting like on the road. Even if this is true, why would you bring this to anyone's attention? Why is this the call that's gonna get? You know what? Doc's right. Yeah. We need to be in bed earlier. Like, why is this? This is something that teams go to great lengths to cover up, like to keep quiet. If this is really actually true, why would you just say? Why would you offer up this information? We all know how they act when they're on the road. No. It's so weird to me. So I just don't. What's the value of this? They are not good on the road. 7-11 on the road under Doc. They're significantly worse as a record under Doc. Why is this something that you would add to it? Because there's no way that we could see that this is a problem.
Yeah, so, it's a lot of excuses coming from Doc Rivers. When they had a 1-4 start, Doc Rivers came up there and he said all this stuff. This is his excuses right here. These are the excuses he had right here, right? Fatigue, injuries, time zone changes, schedule, attitude, all that. One thing I do know, a great coach is supposed to get you ready to play on the road. Anybody can play at home. That's the crowd behind you, shady jerseys everywhere. Everybody in the stands, they playing your music. Like, you sleeping in your own bed, you ready to go at home. You know if you get down, you start losing, here go the crowd yelling to pick you up. Coaches are supposed to be the guys to get you motivated on the road, whatever it may be, in team meetings, during the games, in timeouts. That is your job. It ain't got nothing to do with they ain't got the right food on the plane and people doing it. It don't have nothing to do with that. It is your job to get the boys ready to go. I remember playing with Coach Mike. And you guys probably did it too. If you won the game, they put together a highlight tape. During that team meeting to watch yourself. Look, we won. When you lose, it ain't no highlight tape. We were going through a slump where we was getting slapped, like 5-game losing streak. And Coach Mike, we came into the team meeting, and he showed us a highlight tape. Like, this what y'all are, like, this what y'all... But just little stuff like that. We on the road, motivate people. It is your job. You do not have the crowd behind you. Doc, what you doing instead of making excuses and blaming it on everybody else? Because it's turning into losses.
And they actually give him a paycheck for this job he's doing.
A big one.
Isn't that crazy?
Speaking of...
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.